All right, Maximus Analysis here for August 10th, 2015, and we see we have a big rip today to the upside. They're about to hit this 2100 level. I'll see what the follow-through looks like tomorrow. Again, we're looking at 2115 level around this area right here to say, okay, you need to break this because every time they've come up to these levels, and you could see it right here. Let's use this. You can see like, oh boy, okay, every time they come to this level, there's always been some selling going on. So we're going to wait until it gets above it, okay? And again, that doesn't mean that it doesn't get above it, but we are willing to wait because of how much chop we have going on in this section, okay? If we're looking at even the midpoint, you can see that we're right there, and we're actually above it right now. So if we use about these lows, we're breaking above the midpoint, which is fine, but again, I want to see them clear this level before I say anything. And they're going to need more than one close to get me excited with all of this chop we've had for the entire year. But again, they're closing very strong today. So there were some names that moved, some names that didn't, but we'll go from there. So again, mid-tier ES looking good so far regarding just a hammer and a follow-through candle. We need to see some more and a break above this 21.15 for swing type of plays. Again, intraday you could have broken the high and looked for stuff, but it was just a kind of a drift type of day where again you had most of the movement after the open right here, and then it just kind of just drifted above, even if you were day trading off of a 15-minute candle. Okay, but again, can't say anything bad about it so far. Let's look at the one that we didn't like, and there was some movement regarding the YM as well. But again, you can see the YM is in a lot different situation because it's not even in the midpoint of this chop. So the chop is from here. You can kind of see it from here. Let's just do it quickly. Up to here. Or you can say, all right, it's not up to there. Give me a couple more highs. Okay, that's fine. Discount this false breakout, discount this false breakout, false breakout, false breakout. They need to get back above, again, this 1775, 18,000 area for you to say anything good about the YM. And you have the NASDAQ looking okay. Again, it's layering above these previous highs. So again, we just want to see if it can, well, it actually broke below it, but we want to see how it looks on the follow through. Again, we want the volume and the continuation. And one day, again, this one looks better, but one day isn't going to make a break to say, okay, now we put all our money in and go from there. Because again, we've seen this happen so many times over this year. It's been sickening. So you have the same kind of feeling on this one that you say, okay, you discount these breakouts, and you can say, okay, this is kind of the price action, and they layered above it and broke back down. They need to give you more than one day against this. And then you could say, okay, well, they have this support. Well, then they're going to have to protect it. They have that support. You're going to have to protect it with more than just one bar. Because again, if we have one more bar or two more bars up, let's say up to Wednesday, and this volume starts to go like this, then we see another short opportunity, especially if it comes back into this sell region right here, about 122. So let's look at some of the down names that actually made some movement. So Apple had a high, a good day today, but again, it still has a lot of work to do to get back above here. Again, you want to see some type of volume, and you see some increase on volume. But again, you want to see a break of a low, but you want to see how much juice they have in the next, from Tuesday to Wednesday, before you go long. Again, if you're going long, it better be on a weekly time frame, because right now you just sit on your hands if you're a swing trader, because we've been sideways since basically the beginning of this year regarding this name. They also moved up Boeing. Again, it's kind of in the middle of this pattern. So again, it's just been kind of choppy. So you don't kind of know where that one is going to be going. You had CAT. They pounced that as well, but you can see this is a confirmed downtrend. So again, you want to kind of squint your eyes and look at it. You can see that, yes, we're still in a downtrend. I'm not trying to pick any bottoms here. If you look on the weekly time frame, you can say, okay, a lot of buying has been done in this place, but they broke below it. So they need to regain it, at least regain above this 90 area before I look to go long. I want to make sure that I'm not trying to guess a bottom and I have some type of support to let the knife stick in the ground a little bit longer than just one day. You got Goldman Sachs. Again, this one looks okay. Again, it's layering above these previous highs right here. So again, a break of that, then you got to see what's going on. But it's okay so far. You got Chevron. Again, they popped this one up today, and you can see that again, the confirmed downtrend. So we're not going to really pay any minds to the Chevrons, the Exxon Mobils, and such, and also like the IBM. Again, you have this one actually had a really weak move today, which was kind of surprising. And also the Disney. Again, they had a weak move. Again, it's huge selling. You want to make sure that there's more than 1 or 2 bars down. And you want to see what the volume looks like, and you already see it's decreasing, and they haven't even come even close to getting to this gap. So let's see how much juice they have in the next couple of days. You had Velo had a huge day today. Again, this is pretty good price action right here. You see that we have layering above this high, so that retracement could have been bought, and that's fine regarding that one. You also had Celgene, excuse me, Celgene that needs to, again, it's holding this gap, and that's fine. Again, it looks like almost a gap fill, but not really. But again, this is a really hard bar to just take the next hammer and say, okay, what's going on? Because if they don't have any follow through and they get another lower high, you might want to be cautious regarding that name. So let's look at some other momentum names. We have Facebook, kind of flat today, which was kind of surprising. You have Priceline, again, kind of flat, but it's in an uptrend, so you got to be careful shorting that name. You had Amazon in kind of meh. All right, it's an uptrend, but not really showing much today. That doesn't mean tomorrow it doesn't give you anything. You got Baba. Again, it needs to break up, and if they got up to, Baba stepped up to with light volume up to this 8150 area, okay, which is close too. We'll see what's going on. Again, I don't want to chase, so I'm gonna really do some analysis regarding this one and see how things are going. But if it broke this low, that'd be, I would be cautious regarding that one going on. I just don't want to be caught at the bottom and say, okay, I'm chasing here. But again, it looks like something that needs to be looked at. Tesla, again, Tesla breaks up and gets to this 250 area on light volume in the next couple of days, I'm going to short it. So just letting you know, I have resistance around that 250 area. So again, you can see crude gave a nice bounce. Again, we've been talking about it's been oversold. Again, I think that, again, if they get a retracement, it's just something else I will be reshorting to, because I think that crude will be going down lower to maybe the 42 to 37 to even 33 area. Again, it's don't let one day, and it's kind of weird. I hate seeing this the news. You see like crude crashing out. I saw it this morning on because I didn't really trade this morning. Today's actually my birthday, so I kind of spent some time with my wife, and I kind of was like, yo, it's funny they were trying to cover their shorts by telling people is this the crude crash on the turn day. Gold, you have a retracement up to around this area, could probably be reshorted. We want to see what volume and if we have any oversold or overbought type of indicators that we can be using to see where we go from here. But again, it was a strong day for the indexes, but we want to see more than one day because of the choppy situation that we're in. So again, remember those levels and go back and write them down, and we'll see what happens over the next day or two. Because if stuff starts breaking down tomorrow or Wednesday, which is highly possible with the type of market conditions we have, you don't want to get caught over. People are going all in. You don't have to go all in. You can go with if you even wanted to nibble along, you say, listen, I'm uncertain, but I want to get some. So you maybe go half or quarter size. There's nothing wrong with that. Just be able to, if you win, don't bitch and say, oh, I should have went full size. Again, this is trading, and if you don't have a trend in your favor, you just let it go. So take care, and I will see what happens tomorrow.